There's one Hebrew word that quietly carries deep theological meaning. It's so embedded in Scripture that we often overlook it. The word is aven, and it means stone in Hebrew. But this word is also made up of two smaller words, Av, Father, and Ben, Son. Let's start off with looking at Av, Father. It's made up of the letters Aleph and Beit. Aleph represents one, Echad, as in the Lord our God is one, from Deuteronomy 6:4. It's also made up of the letter Beit, which pictographically represents a house. This shows that the Father is one in the house. Now the word son, Ben, it also shares that Hebrew letter Beit. The letter Nun represents seed or life. Thus this shows that the word Aven is made up of the Father and Son, which brings life in the house and oneness. So this shows that the word stone is not just a mere building material, but carries deep theological implications. Let us take a look at Genesis 11 and the story of the Tower of Babel. It says, "Come, let us make bricks and bake them thoroughly," and use bricks in place of stone, aven. See, the people at the Tower of Babel chose to use brick instead of stone. They chose to build their own kingdom rather than building on the foundation of the Father and Son. The Hebrew word for brick is levanah, and this is the same word that is used for the children of Israel when they're building bricks as slaves in Egypt. It also shares the same root of the word Lavan, Laban, which is Jacob's uncle, which we know from the story that his wages were changed several times for 20 years. Thus it shows that Lavan, Levanah, bricks, is tied to building one's empire, striving in human effort. Thus bricks and stone are in contrast to one another. The Greek uses the word lithos for stone, and this is the word Paul uses in 1 Corinthians 3 when he's describing building on the foundation of which is Jesus, and whether we're using precious stones or not. He's not asking whether we're building, but what we're building with. Peter takes this even further when he says in 1 Peter 2:5 that don't you know that you are living stones being built up as a spiritual house, offering sacrifices to God through Jesus? So we're not just the builders, we are the stones themselves. The Hebrew word aven, stone, contains the words Father, Son, life, and house. It's no wonder then why the empires of this world choose brick rather than stone. Brick glorifies human effort, stone points to oneness. Scripture constantly reminds us that we are not to build for ourselves in our own empires, but rather we are to be built up as a dwelling place for God through Jesus in unity with the Father. So the question isn't, what are we building? The question is, what are we building with? If this teaching has blessed you, consider watching my next teaching on how Jesus connects faith, light, and good works, and how that brings glory to our Father in heaven.